Welcome. Before I get started, I want to say thank you for watching our first Gold Cup product webinar. The Gold Cup's been around serving our customers for approximately 40 plus years now, and it's our intention to have it around for another 40. So we're excited to tell you about all what we're doing here at the Parker Hydraulic Pump and Power Systems Division, and what we're doing kind of behind the scenes. My name is Dave Ebert. I'm the product manager for the Gold Cup product line. I've been here for 27 years and started off in the applications engineering group. From there, I moved into positions, other product management positions of vane and valve product manager, and then got more involved with our open circuit pump products, axial piston pumps. Did some work in business development overseas, and then landed into the Gold Cup hydraulic product management position. So I'm here with a couple of my colleagues, and you'll meet them in a minute. But we're going to talk through some of the improvements we're making in the manufacturing side, what we're doing with business development, and some new and exciting things we're doing with IoT. Before I get much further, I wanted to provide a quick overview of the Gold Cup for those of you who may not be familiar with the product. This is our extreme duty closed circuit pump and motor, and oftentimes you'll hear us call this our hydrostatic transmission, because we have pumps and motors that can work in combination with one another to provide a full hydrostatic drive solution. Our pumps and motors are in 3 frame sizes. There's 5 different displacements, from a 6 cubic inch all the way to a 30 cubic inch. If you like the metric system, 100 to 500 cc. Since each one of these have the full through drive capability, you can piggyback pumps in tandem, providing actually up to 1,000 cc pump combination. Some of the unique things about the Gold Cup in its design are that it is has one of the fastest compensator responses in the marketplace today. Our small frame size pumps will stroke from full displacement to 0 displacement in about 50 milliseconds. So that's really as fast as relief valve technology today. We can de-stroke the pump instead of spilling a relief and causing heat in the system. Some other things that are very unique about the Gold Cup is its internal design related to hydrostatic balanced forces. We do that in the rotating group as well as in a stroking mechanism and in the controls. What this does for us is, in a nutshell, we're saying that any forces that are on one side of the pump can be balanced to the opposite side of the pump, so that you don't get any side loading or internal forces happening internal to the pump. Same thing for the controls. By having a hydrostatic balance control, it provides a very low friction. You don't have metal to metal contact points that are actually wear items. So provides you longevity, provides you very high accuracy in the controls. A few of the applications that we apply the Gold Cup, and it fits very well. One would be into the mining or the drilling type applications for blast hole drill rigs, where the tram functions, the rotation, and the pull down circuits are all served by Gold Cup pumps and motors. In the material handling market, shredder applications are very popular just because of the Gold Cup's capability of being able to handle high shocks. I spoke about the high fast compensator response that lends itself to these applications. Also for industrial drives, the Gold Cup's often coupled with whether it be a bent axis motor, a Gold Cup motor, or even high torque, low speed motors. Those combinations make drives that can be used in all types of industrial applications. Lastly, in the marine and the military markets, these pumps work very well. There are a number of certifications that we have, from ATEX certification. We have ABS type certification for the marine market, and then also for military, These pumps, all frame sizes and displacements are on the qualified products list for the military. Now let's take a closer look at some of the changes that we're making here to benefit our customers. Justin's going to speak first of all a little bit on what we're doing on the manufacturing side, improving testing, and what we're doing from a safety standpoint, and how these things are really leading to reduced lead times. I'll then go into a little bit about some of the control options that we've recently introduced, along with a configuration tool, things that are trying to make things easier for our customers to apply the Gold Cup product line, which is somewhat of a complex product when you get into closed loop solutions. And then lastly, Caleb is going to introduce you to what we're doing with built-in intelligence and analytics for smart pump technology with our Gold Cup. So Parker's always maintained a culture of that continuous improvement with the probably #1 priority on focusing on safety and the safety of its employees. Now I'll let Justin introduce himself and tell you a little bit more about what we're doing in these areas.
Thank you, Dave. Hi, I'm Justin Bodenhorn, Operations Manager here at Parker Hydraulic Pump and Power Systems in Marysville, Ohio. I'm proud to say I've been with Parker for the last 13 years. I'm glad to be here today to talk about some of the exciting process and other enhancements to further ensure quality, safety, and performance of Gold Cup and other Parker products. Here at the factory, safety is our top priority, and it's where the safety of your application starts. Each test stand is fully guarded and continuously monitored for spikes in pressure, flow, and temperature. Parker Hydraulic Pump and Power Systems has really elevated on-site testing, both with safety and enhanced quality. 2 recent upgrades to improve quality within our facility this year include LED lighting throughout our manufacturing area and a new CMM. We have also enhanced customer value in our on-site testing procedures. A complete break-in cycle is completed at the factory. Each pump runs 1 to 4 hours to ensure exceptional performance when it reaches our customer. A test report is included with every shipment. It is also stored electronically, so if you ever need a copy, simply contact our tech support team. In addition to the factory break-in cycle, we will apply customer-specific settings to fit your application. Unique testing procedures are stored in a database, so by simply scanning a barcode, we ensure that the correct procedure is applied to your pump to fit your application every time. Behind the front panel of every test stand is Parker DuraClean oil and Parker hydraulic filters to ensure cleanliness meets or exceeds industry standards.
Thank you, Justin. You know, Parker's always offered best-in-class lead times, but as we continue to invest in our manufacturing equipment and also by using lean concepts to improve the processes, we found that we've been able to shorten our lead times even further. So Justin, I'll let you jump back in here if you will, and tell us a little bit more about how the changes on the shop floor are helping us with all of this.
Thank you, Dave. Some exciting equipment upgrades installed recently include new machining and grinding equipment, as well as state-of-the-art cooling system for our test stands. Now I want to talk a little about lean manufacturing, an important part of our culture here at Parker Hydraulic Pump and Power Systems. Adopted well over a decade ago, it continues to enable us to scale up production capacity while maintaining best-in-class lead times. Additionally, our optimized plant layout allows efficient movement of material in and Gold Cup pumps out to our customers.
Thank you, Justin. Besides the continuous improvement on our shop floor, there's always a lot going on in our engineering labs to qualify different types of products and new options. What's pretty exciting is the fact that even though the Gold Cup's been around for over 40 years, we've got customers that are coming to us asking us for new options and new design things that are going to help them to implement it into their new and modern equipment. So just so you know, we're not sitting still. We've recently added a new digital control option and also a feedback device specifically to meet these customer needs. What you see here is our new 7Q and 7R control options. This is really a control that's adding or extending our 700 series, what we call our high IQ controls. These are controls where a standard electro-hydraulic stroker control, such as our 9A, just isn't fast enough, and the customer's needing a control that's very responsive and very fast to stroke the pump. Again, used mostly on this applications such as ship steering or cylinder type controls. The key benefits that this control provides for our customers is, first of all, the fact that it has an integrated onboard electronics built into the valve that we're using. So it's eliminating the need for an external driver card. The only thing that you have to do is provide power and an input command signal to the valve to stroke the pump from full to zero displacement. Also, besides not having to have that additional driver card, it also provides the same performance as our old 7J and 7K controls, but also it reduces the complexity of the wiring. The closed loop feedback is provided by an RVDT looking at cam position of the pump. And I'd like to talk just a little bit more about how we're doing that and what we did somewhat unique with our valve division. So we were somewhat innovative and collaborated with the valve division on this particular item, because normally the valve as a standalone component looks at closing the loop on its own spool position. We went to the valve division and asked them, hey, instead of closing the loop on spool position, can you close the loop on our pump displacement via our RVDT device? With some modifications, they were able to do this. In addition, since we had a wire going from the valve already to the RVDT for the feedback, we also took the opportunity to power the RVDT through that same cable. So eliminating additional cables and powering through wires coming direct to the RVDT. So the RVDT that you see in the picture on the side of the pump is what I would consider more of a military grade, very robust design. Again, maybe a little more expensive than some of our customers' budget allows. So because of that and the request for more people wanting to have feedback pulled into a cab or into their operating office, we've offered a different solution, which we consider and call our 9 secondary control option. This is a Hall effect sensor that we use right now on our P1 PD open circuit pump products. It provides a voltage output command that's proportional to the pump displacement. So the plus minus 19-degree swash angle will be proportional to the voltage. Most of the Gold Cups that are going out today will be shipped with a metal indicator. That metal indicator on the side of the pump really is just providing them a visual of the cam position to know that the pump is on stroke or off stroke. It's a very good tool and a good indicator for troubleshooting in the field. But now with the data-driven machines and all of the IoT efforts, people are wanting more and more information electronically. So this is providing them a more cost-effective solution versus our old RVDT to be able to bring electronics in and then do calculations, or even just have a electronic visual in the cab for the operator to know that where the pump is and what stroke it's at. In addition to the new control options, we've also been working to make things more simplified and easier to specify the Gold Cup product as customers design it into their solutions. Our Gold Cup Econfigurator, we've had one around for quite some time, but we've taken the opportunity now and we've recently launched what we would call now the Econfigurator Plus. It's a more enhanced version, and I'll get a little bit into some of the enhancements that we've provided and some of the changes that we've made. Our goal in doing all this was to generate a single tool that provides everything the customer needs during that product selection process. So some of the key improvements to the Econfigurator Plus, first of all, we've done a different layout in the design. So from the bar on the left side, as the customer goes through the product attributes and designators to that selection bar, as well as the layout of how the visual CAD view is in the center. We've also improved the collaboration so that people can share back and forth. Once they've developed the specification of the product, they can share it with their colleagues very easily. In addition, it used to be that you would select your pump configuration, and there was still a lot of information that was missing from the product. You had to go back in and look into our catalog. With this new option, we now have 17 more attributes that we pull out of our catalog once your product's configured, and provide that all in one summary page. Lastly, our streamlined quoting process. Just to speed that up, once you've configured your product, you're going to want to quote back as fast as you can, and this quote button is making things a little faster there. Looking a little deeper into these new features, first of all, the embedded 3D CAD visualizer. This visualizer allows you to, as you select your designators and your attributes of the pump, there's an update button, and at any time you can click the update and see what the pump looks like in a CAD model as you're building the product. You can rotate that, look at all the various sides of it. So that's in addition to having this visualizer, you're also able to, at the end of the process, we've got multiple formats that you can download the 3D or a 2D CAD version of the product that you've selected. The tooltips and the compatibility validator are a couple enhancements that we've added. The tooltips is really no more than a little information button to provide you a slight bit more information so that you are clearly understanding what the attribute that you're selecting is. As an example, if you were selecting the shaft rotation, we have options for clockwise or counterclockwise. The little drop-down menu is or the tooltips is going to tell you clockwise or counterclockwise is the rotation of the pump viewed from the shaft end of the pump. So simple things like this, making it a little bit more clear to the user. In addition, we mentioned this compatibility validator. The compatibility validator makes sure that as you select the pump products, you would only be able to build a valid configuration. An example of how this would work, if you're working your way through the model selector and you pick a pump that has rear ports, and then later in the model configuration, you also select that you want a rear drive pad to mount a pump, a tandem pump on the back. Automatically, our compatibility validator would pop up an error message and saying, hey, there's a conflict in the data. Do you want to accept the change, or do you want to leave it as it is? So again, making it so that you can only, it's doing the double checks for you, making it so that you can only configure a valid product. Next are share and save. After you get through configuring your product, there's a button that you can save this to your laptop. So the complete configuration that you came up with, you can save multiple different configurations, and as long as you don't remove your cache, it'll keep all of this stored in your computer. You can also then share by just clicking the share button and typing the email address of your colleague. It'll then take and send a unique URL link to the colleague, and once they click the URL, it'll go into the eConfigurator and open it exactly as you just configured it. So they don't have to type anything in. It's pre-populated once they get it. They can then go and type their comments, make modifications, make comments back to you, and click share it right back, and it will provide all that updated information for you. Lastly, our request quote information. What that does is, as soon as you get your pump completely configured how you want it, and you want that quote, you click request quote. It sends a notification directly to our Parker sales team. They can expedite and get that quote for you in a much speedier fashion. So we're hoping you'll give this a test drive. Where you can do that is at econfig.parker.com. You can explore all of these features. And with that, we'll move on to our last topic. This is one that I'm especially excited about as we see a 40-year-old product continuing to develop for today's equipment. Now I'll let Caleb introduce himself and tell you more about what we're doing with smart pump technology.
Thanks, Dave, and hello, everyone. My name is Caleb Barnhart. I am a project engineer here at HPS, working primarily on our IoT and analytics product. As the world continues to see the benefits of smart products and IoT, we at HPS wanted to make these benefits available to our Gold Cup product. Our aim with the Gold Cup IE, or Gold Cup Intelligence Enabled System, is to bring modern features to the venerable Gold Cup product. We are accomplishing this with advanced data collection and analytics. This allows our customers to pull even more reliability and life from their Gold Cup investment. The Gold Cup IE pulls key information from several sensors installed on or near the pump. As you can see in the image, we are using a variety of data signals, including case drain flow, case system and replenishment pressure, and several temperatures around the pump. These signals are sent to the Gold Cup IE gateway, where they are analyzed by our onboard analytics. The true value from the system comes in the form of our analytics engine. This system continually analyzes the collected data signals and alerts to the presence of issues or impending failures. The insights from the analytics are then either fed to the cloud, where they can be transmitted via email or SMS messaging, or they can be fed directly into the customer's control system to alert the operator. And just to make sure it's clear, the concept of data-driven analytics is not just an idea, it's real. Gold Cup IE is actively being used in the field today in a variety of applications. You can see some examples here. From shredding to mining, and from wood products to maritime, any application that poses a high cost or a high risk of downtime can be aided by the Gold Cup IE system. Our analytics offering is active, growing, and its capabilities are improving. Aside from a reduction of downtime, other benefits from Gold Cup IE include smarter maintenance, which is maintenance based on data, not time intervals, lower overall costs, improved performance utilizing learnings from the Gold Cup IE system to improve your operation, and fleet management, which is the ability to keep track of your Gold Cups, their health, and their utilization. Please consider how the intelligence-enabled Gold Cup could benefit your operation and let us know where we can help.
So in closing, I hope this was beneficial for you and to learn and understand some of the things that we're doing here at Hydraulic Pump and Power Systems Division. All of these things are intended to keep Gold Cup #1 in its class for many years to come. So in summary, Justin spoke about the improved testing, some of the changes we're doing on our shop floor, in our production area, in our machining area. All of these are leading to being able to reduce our lead times and also be able to increase our capacity. So as things grow, we will be able to meet the needs of the customers in the lead times they expect. I then spoke about a few of the product enhancements that we're doing relative to our control options, and then also our Econfigurator tools, making it easier for our customers to specify our products. Lastly, Caleb spoke to the built-in intelligence and the analytics portion, what we're doing with IoT and smart pump technology and sensors. Okay, so it looks like we're about out of time, but we would love to get your feedback on this webinar so we can improve and provide improvements as we do future product webinars. So in addition, if you have any questions, we do have our phone number listed. You can email us at pumptechsupport@parker.com. Look for ways we can improve. Even if you have questions about what the content that you saw today and want to have more information, please email us. Also look for any future webinars that we do at www.parker.com/HPS. So until next time, stay safe, keep your oil clean, and don't settle for anything less than a Gold Cup.